There you go.
There we go. Thanks, guys, for your patience and joining me tonight. For anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Shannon. I'm an advanced director. I've been with Pampered Chef since 2017. I had to think about that one for a bit. When my little one was just 10 months old and she's 9.5. So life is busy. I have a 9.5 and a 6-year old, but it is lots of fun. So, that being said, we had a really super busy summer, and like most everybody, September hit, and we're back to being engaged and back to business as usual, and back to kind of get off the struggle bus and get going once again. I as well, I wouldn't say I had a horrible summer. I kept my business on the forefront of my mind daily. However, it does take usually a backseat to being a mom full time. One of the things that I've really been focusing on, of course, is the trip and getting back to doing that. So we're gonna do some goal setting. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes, please, and I'd like you to write down 5 goals that you have for the rest, the fourth quarter of the year. 5 goals, and when you have done, let me know. This is gonna be like kind of a fun exercise, actually. I have done this a couple times. You'll see what I'm talking about kind of near the end, but um I it's interesting. I was quite surprised. But I also loved the outcome, and that's how come I was pretty excited to share this with you guys. I think you guys, the first time I did this exercise, um I was absolutely blown away. So if you've written your goals, let me know. I don't think that I have to. Oh, there we go. Hello, Camille. Thanks for joining us. How's it going? If you are able to, Camille, we are just taking a couple minutes and we're writing down 5 goals that we would like to have for the remainder of the quarter until the end of the year. Okay. So just, um, yeah, 5 goals if you can write that down. I was saying I was really excited. I did this exercise back in the first time in before summer, and I was blown away. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. I was really excited to share because this is really fun. This might be a little difficult, Camille, for you while you're on the phone because we're gonna open our webs and log or not log in, but go somewhere else. So if you can't do it right now, that's okay. You'll understand what I mean. When I share my screen, let me see if I can share. So one of the things that, and I will share. Awesome, thank you, Mary Ellen. Um, go. One of the um, I'll share mine as well. My 5 goals, and not necessarily did I make them just here. These are like kind of 5 ongoing goals that I have forever. I always feel like if I make the consistency of my business my goal every month, then all the other things are going to come into play. I'll earn excellence, no problem. I'll get the trips, I'll do all the things. So I typically, that's usually how I run. There we go. Okay, so this fun little activity, what I did is, so my 5 goals are I want 20 parties a month. I want 4 team members a month. This is, um, that's gonna also, one of my goals is to be an elite seller. I want to earn the Alaskan cruise, and with the Alaskan cruise slash Savannah, of course. And then I want my goal is for my team to become an executive director team. So that being said, what I did is, sorry, I punched that into ChatGPT. So if you guys are able to do, if you just Google ChatGPT, if you've never used it, how many people have used ChatGPT before? No? Yay! If you just go into your Google and Google chat space GPT, okay? And then I never go for anything sponsored. It's a habit. Just go down to the one that's not sponsored. You're good to go. And we will, what I did is, um, bear with me. I'm just logging in. We are going to tell ChatGPT that create a story that has with for me that has these 5 goals. So I'm gonna say to it, let me go back in. I'm having technical difficulties, sorry guys. Okay, so share GPT. Can you guys see my screen? Except
Yes.
okay, perfect, thank you. I have 3 screens, so bear with me, you guys were lost on another. Now, I'm not able to see, oh, there we go, there's chat, okay. Okay, so create a story about me with these 5 goals. And that's going to be 20 parties a month. That just was not, oh yeah, there we go. 4 new team members, elite seller, Alaskan, don't, thank goodness for spell check because I'm just not, my brain's not there tonight. Cruise and become an exec. Okay, are you guys ready for this? So it likes to pick the story, which I absolutely love. And you guys get to like, you can save this, print it and save it. One of the other things that I super loved about this, and we can go through and read this if we wanted to, you don't have to. But one of the things that I loved about this is that it's personalized to my goals. I can put this up on like somewhere like, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm shooting for a goal, I love to have it posted. So if I'm shooting for these 5 goals till the end of the year, I'm going to post this on my mirror when I'm getting dressed in the morning. I'm going to post it on my mirror in my bathroom. I'm going to post it on my fridge, and I'm going to post it on my door when I leave my house, so that I have this on the forefront of my mind everywhere that I'm going. And it works. It like, I don't know if you guys write down goals and or if you just think them in your brain, but it is so true. It's only a wish until it's written down, right? And what did they say? What's the, I can't remember the goal or the percentage. Andrea is really good about this. And like a very minimal amount of people write down their goals, but most people that do write down their goals may have them come true. Okay. So I love this. Now, the other thing that you can do with this story, which I did, and I have my story back printed back from June. I'm gonna stop sharing. Um, is when you're done with this in ChatGPT, you can write down create me a daily schedule, and I can put this in the chat. Create me a daily schedule to follow so I accomplish this goal. And guys, it gave me a daily schedule to follow. So it's like the what am I thinking? It's gonna come to me. My brain is a mess right now because I was just busy with my kids before this. Um, the daily activities that you do that are income generating, all of your income generating um, things that you need to be doing each day is in the schedule that ChatGPT gives you. Like, if you guys have never used ChatGPT before, I love it. I use it all the time. Not mostly, not only just because I sometimes get stuck on my words, but if I'm using it and I'll be like, how did you get your daily activities from your story? So once you've done your story, like once you've put in, create me a story with these 5 goals, right? Then it creates your story. And here I can go back in because I still have mine up. So then I'll say, um, create me a daily schedule to follow to um, to accomplish my 5 goals. And there it is. Constant party and booking, hosting, team recruiting and support, sales activities, leadership development, personal time so you don't burn out. Like, isn't that amazing, you guys? So 5 goals. Here's my goals. Here's my morning routine. Here's my power block. And take an hour for lunch, optional. And then here's my power block 2 from 1 till 4. Now, I could follow the schedule because this is my full-time job. But if you needed to do something different and this is your side gig, then you absolutely could just say, write me a daily schedule that works from, 6 till 9 at night or whatever that is for you guys, right? You get to personalize it. But here it's given me the exact schedule that I need to follow in order to get there. Pro tips, batch book parties every Monday and Friday. Like, okay, right? These are some great, and then it says, would you like a printable or digital version of this? And it will create it for me there too. So I know this is like super simple, but this to me blew me away because sometimes we get stuck in the how do I do it? How do I get there? And something as simple as I think my original one, did I do that I said I was a Pampered Chef consultant? No, I didn't. But you could do that. You could put that in there too. Um, Essentially, like the more info that you give ChatGPT, the better it's going to be able to help you with something. But you could say, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. Write me a story based on these 5 goals, and then they could do that. But I love that it was so simple to do. It did not, this would take hours if I was like, sit down and think about all the tasks that I had to do each day to get me to 20 parties a month or all the, you know what I mean? Like, it just is like, it was mind blowing to me. So that is um, my pro tip for this month or this week on some goal setting and not, something that's really simple, but that can be really complicated, super simplified and taken the whole guesswork out of it for you. So, anybody have any questions or need any um, clarification? Yes, exactly, Camille. It's true because the more that you input into ChatGPT, the more it kind of gets to know you, and that's what I think kind of has happened with me too. Like it's kind of got to know me on what I'm using and or what I'm asking it for and stuff like that for sure. I definitely agree. Hello, Jacqueline. Okay. Well, friends, I would love for you to share. I'm going to post this recording. What is the advantage to signing up? It's just because it asks, like, it kind of keeps a history of the things that you ask, and then it kind of gets to know you a little bit better. And then when it gets to know you a little bit better, then it can be a little bit more personalized, if that makes sense. Yeah, no problem. I would love for you guys to share. I'll post this in the team page, the recording and the mine. So mine says vision to victory, which I absolutely loved. And then it says Shannon's rise to executive stardom. So it's kind of fun. It's a little fun to create a little that it creates a little story for you. And then I have it posted. Like I said, I'm looking at this. I went and looked at my um so kind of Irene to one of your points. I have looked at like some sort of workout stuff in ChatGPT before and was looking at some ways to like some stretches and um, yoga kind of stuff. And so I had asked ChatGPT for that before. And so when it built my activity and my stuff, it actually included the workouts in my daily activity because it knew that that was something that I was wanting before. So that's kind of how it kind of gets to know you a little bit and then builds all that into things like the story. So um, I also loved when I did it the first time, it asked me if I wanted to turn this into a vision board or an affirmation guide or a printable goal tracker. So I could have done that as well. And then, of course, I did the daily schedule. I said, to achieve your incredible goals, you'll need a structured yet flexible daily schedule that supports consistent action and personal balance. So that's what it actually created for me when I did it the first time, which was kind of fun. And the more that you put into it, like think I had added a couple more when I had done it, I had a few more goals, more on a personal level than on a business level. For instance, one of the things that my husband and I would like to do is buy an income property. So it added that into the wording of my story. So yeah, it was really cool. This is an excellent, as I was wanting to get to, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Even just I in the springtime, I asked ChatGPT to put together how I wanted to plant a specific plants in my garden and how I could do that, and asked for a guide on where the best place and position to plant my garden, and that's exactly how I planted my garden this year. So ChatGPT is like super useful, especially like it printed me a guide, like a visual of what it should look like. Um, I've asked for like home decorating tips, like, and we were doing something in one of our rooms, and I was like, so what about this? And ChatGPT like gave it all out. So it's very useful, friends. It's very useful. So just another way to like, again, we don't have to think about this for hours. Take a few minutes, write your goals down, whatever that looks like, and then pop it into something like this to help you with those and achieve those milestones. So if you guys don't have any questions, then that's all I got tonight, friends. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love to hear your guys's and share yours in the when I post this if you like. I'd love to hear it. And if you're catching the replay, then please let us know that you've watched the replay. And that's I think about it. Have a good night, guys.